All right, so hands on your heart. The first thing I want to talk about is this. What is this? Hands up. Hands up. Who can tell me what this is? You can raise your hand for this. What is this?
A 10 frame.
This is a 10 frame. How do you know it's a 10 frame?
Because it has 5 on the top and 5 on the bottom.
Do you agree with your friend?
Yeah.
This means me too. Can you do this? Put your thumb out and your little finger out and just go back and forth. That means me too. You don't have to say yes. This just means me too. So if this top row is full, your friend here says that that's 5. Do you agree?
Yeah,
Me too. So do I have to count them?
No.
So I can just understand that that's 5 and I can keep going. How about if the bottom is filled?
It's still
If it's just the bottom, then it's still 5. But if the whole box is filled, that would be 10. Now on the back side of my board, I have 2 10 frames. I'll turn and talk real quick to your neighbor. If there's 2 10 frames, how many could it be? Talk to your neighbor. Talk to your neighbor. Right here, right here. Tell your neighbor. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. How many? How many?
20.
It could be 20. Is that what you told your friend? Okay. So there's a possibility of 20 on the back. I'm going to tell you it's not going to be 20. Okay? But there are some in the top and there are some in the bottom. So what I want to know is, how do you see it and how many are there in all? Okay, so how do you see it? How do you see what's on top and what's on bottom and how many there are in all? Okay, thumbs up, thumb tucked in, hands on your heart. Here we go now. I'm just going to turn it. It's going to be kind of quick. Eyes on me. Ready? We'll talk about that. Okay. Need another quick peek? Another peek?
No.
Check your thinking. Check your thinking. If you have an answer, just an answer, now you can raise your hand. Now you can raise your hand. In the very back, in the arm, in the kind of pink. Well, how many did you see? What's your total?
7.
7. Me too's for 7. Did anybody else think there's 7? Did you have a different answer?
There's 3.
Not what there is. Do you agree with 7? Okay, you agree with 7? Does anybody have a different answer? Is anybody that thinks it's not 7? You think it's 7? You do think it's 7. Back here in the back, you started to tell me how you saw that. Tell me how you see that.
I saw 3 over here and 4 over here. And
All right. But over here, where are they? How many are on top?
4.
Your friend's talking to me. How many? 4. And how many are on bottom?
3.
3. And how do you know it's 7? What did you do for 7?
Because I counted all of them.
You counted them all. Where did you start at the top? Did you start at the top or where did you start?
And the top and the bottom.
You counted the top and then the bottom. So let's count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did anybody else count them all like that? Did anybody do something different? What did you do different?
I grabbed 4 and then I punched in 4 and then I put 3 more fingers up and I knew that was 7.
Okay. So by grab, does that mean you didn't have to count that? You knew it was 4?
Yes.
Did anybody else know that that was 4? Okay, me too. I love you doing that. So when I know that is 4, then I'm going to count on. Count with me. 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that a good strategy?
Yes.
It's a good strategy. Do you have a different one?
I grabbed 4 and then I count 3 more up.
So you did the same thing. So you did the same thing as her. So I've got to count all. I've got to hold 4 and count on. Did anybody do anything different? What'd you do?
I knew automatically that I counted my 2s. 2, 2, 2, and then I saw 1 more and I added 1.
Okay. So you said 2,
4,
4, 6.
8, 7. Wait, 7.
Try it again with me. 2, 4, 6, 7. Have you ever seen a 6 arranged like that on a different tool?
No.
How about that 4?
Yes.
On what?
A dice.
A dice. Well, is that 6 on a dice?
Yes. Yes.
It is. Look at that 6. It's just like the 6 on a dice. Is that a good thing to remember?
Yes.
All right. Hands on your heart. New problem. Hands on your heart. Thumb tucked in. Let me get your toes, Missy Frizzy. Ready? Here we go. And one more peek. One more peek. Hands down. Hands down. Check your work. Okay. You can tell me in the very back, how many did you see in all?
9.
9. Do you have any Me Too's for 9? Okay. Anybody have a different answer? Right here. What did you think?
I saw
How many?
4 over here.
But how many in all? He says, your friend in the back says 9. Do you agree with 9? You agree with 9. Do you agree with 9? You think it's 10. Does anybody agree with 10?
Me.
You agree with 10? So I have someone that thinks 9 and I have someone that thinks 10. Could they both be right?
No.
No. Our answers have got to be, we have an answer. Now here's the good thing. They're not very far away, are they? They're only off by 1, so I'm okay with that. But who wants to prove one of those? Prove means I say it's 9 or I say it's 10, and this is how I know. In the back. Which one's right? Which one do you think? You think it's 9. So tell me how you did that.
There was 2
and 2.
and
2 and 2. So and 2 more. So how can I come up with how many that is? How did you get your total? Talk to me. What did you do?
I got my fingers and then counted.
Okay. So how many fingers did you start with?
I got 6 and then 4 more.
Okay. Did you get this 6 right here? Okay. Did you have to count that 6 or did you know it was 6?
I know it.
All right. So let's try what your friend is saying. So she said she held this 6 and she counted on 6, 7. Count with me. 7, 8, 9, 10. Are you okay with changing it to 10 now? Is that okay with everyone? So it's not 9. What's our answer? 10. So your friend here said she looked at the 2s. But then she said, wait, let's hold this 6 and let's count on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let me ask you this question. Do you know what efficient means?
No, ma'am.
Efficient is a math word that means quicker, easier. Quicker, easier. Your friend could come up with the answer both ways. She could do 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Or she could do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which one's quicker and easier?
6, 7, 8,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now here's another math word for you. There's a math word that is called subitize. Can you say that?
Subitize.
Subitize means I see it and I know how many there are. I don't have to count them. I just see it and I know it. So if your friend sees this as 6 and she counts on, that's quicker and easier. I love that strategy. What did you do?
I put up, I grabbed that 6 and then I went.
Count it on, just like your
I
friend?
went 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
So you
and
did
I
the
knew
same.
it was 10. So I wanted to give an answer, but you didn't know.
You may have a different way. What'd you do, baby girl?
I knew it was 4, and then I said 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. So she did the opposite. What did she subitize? The 4. And then she counted on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good strategy. Anybody do anything different? Who hasn't talked to me? What'd you do, buddy?
I grabbed 4 and 4, and I grabbed 2 more, and I knew it was 10.
Ooh. Let's hear what your friend is saying here. You grabbed this 4 and this 4. And what did you know about 4 and 4?
It's 8.
Did you hear what your friend said? He said, I see 4, and I see 4, and I know that is 8. What is that fact called? A 4 and a 4. What is that called?
4 plus 4. Double.
He grabbed a double. So that's a good strategy. He said 4 and 4 is 8, and then you said, whoops, 8, 9, 10. Very good strategy.